Going on, everybody? The Iceman here on the Iceman V 2013 YouTube channel, the Iceman Wrestling News Network. We try to provide you with all the news that comes up, and we try to pick and choose basically, what we want to report, because a lot of times some things are so far out and so far-fetched that obviously they're not true. But anyway, this is not a wrestling news video. There are two video responses, put together in this video. And the first one is to GEMNI888. He did a video yesterday about our fans. Basically, are they tired of wrestling due to burnout? And here's the thing. After watching his video, he was talking about watching wrestling since he was a kid. Pretty much, I started watching wrestling. I was in my early, I'd say 20s. I started watching wrestling because my mom was into it, and it caught my eye one night when she was like jumping up and down and stuff and whatever. And I asked her what was going on, and excuse me. And anyway, since then, I really got into it. Now, I'm still a wrestling fan today. You're talking about the late 70s to 2015. I still love wrestling. I still have a passion for professional wrestling. Gemini stated in his video, because wrestling has gotten stale. And is that part of the reason, or is it because after watching wrestling for so many years, have you just got tired of it, or have you burnt out from it? For me, I haven't, but I do understand where he's coming from. And I told him in some comments, which I honestly do believe this. We as older wrestling fans were spoiled in the days that wrestling was so good. I mean, wrestling was just like, it was immensely popular. You watch a NWA wrestling show, the fans were just so ignited for, their faces. And this is the thing too, back then, fans were face fans. You had your heel fans, but fans majority were in favor of the faces. And this is how it was back in those days. And, that's the thing. They put out great products. NWA was obviously one of my favorites. I'm now watching from 1 through to the end, the Clash of Champions, which always was aired on TBS, WCW show, NWA show. And, if you watch these and you see how the fans were, they were like so ignited. They were so involved into it. They had signs. They could do this. They could do that and whatnot. Everybody loved it. So I think we're spoiled as older wrestling fans that have watched it from a long time ago until now. We've been through the greatest times in the world of professional wrestling, and now we've seen what it's become. And I still like watching wrestling regardless, but it has been tamed quite a bit, especially in, the biggest promotion there is in the world of professional wrestling right now is the WWE. And, you don't see the fans into matches like you used to. And that's the change because, today is the day of the heels. Like I said earlier, it was the day of the faces. The faces were the most popular. Now it's the days of the heels. And if you're a little kid, or if you're a woman, a female, or whatnot, pretty much you're a face fan. You have the demographics are, the males are pretty much, the older males are pretty much the heel fans. And right now it seems like promotions like the WWE are demographically gearing towards these fans. But anyway, for me, it's not a burnout. For me, it's just I've been spoiled all these years after watching great professional wrestling. And the bottom line is, I go back. I'll go on the network, the WWE network. I'll watch some of the older stuff, and if if it's not there, my nephew Matt has everything in the WCW era, from Saturday night's main event to Nitros to Thunders to the pay-per-views. He has it all. So if I ever want to watch anything, I can go and see him and get the DVD and I can watch it there. But yeah, I think it's a little bit, after 30 something years and you're watching, or 40, almost 40 years watching the world of professional wrestling, it's gonna probably lose a little of its luster. But for me, I still have the passion, and that's why I still like watching TNA, Ring of Honor, all the other promotions that are out there when I can, because I am really a wrestling fan. For the newer fans, they never saw the old school wrestling, and they're used to what they see now, so they don't really understand what Gemini's talking about or what I'm talking about. So, until they really get the opportunity to go and watch the old archive footage, then you'll know what we're talking about. And the thing is, when you go to watch some old wrestling shows like from the NWA, look at the crowd. Really focus on the crowd. See how much they are into these shows, and they put on some great times there. Okay, so that was my response to Gemini 88's video. Gemini 888's video. Now, Peter Gilmore, METALGOD669. Check him out. Subscribe to him as well as Gemini. Both links will be in the description box below. Did a mega WWE rant. Basically, it was like in a response video to my video on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel about the WWE controlling how people dress, their signs when they go to an arena to watch a wrestling show. And, as I'm watching his video, everything he stated was basically what I said, but he added a little more flavor to it. And, I was thinking about it after watching his video. The WWE is really taking the fans out of wrestling. When you go to a show and you have yes signs for Daniel Bryan, and the WWE tells you we need to take this away, there are too many signs now. What is that? Or like I said, if you wear a CM Punk shirt, they want you to turn it inside out, or they're going to escort you out of the building. You pay your money to go to that show. And if you dress up like a wrestling legend, they say it's a distraction. A distraction from what? If you don't have the confidence on the product that you're putting out there, then maybe you shouldn't even put that product out there, period. That's the bottom line. So the WWE is really taking the fans out of the major element of the show. And let's face it, if they want to do this with signs and making sure people don't wear CM Punk shirts or people dressed up as wrestling legends, which is, to me, it's unheard of. It was never like that in the days. What about the signs that say, let's go Cena, Cena sucks? Cena is the face of the WWE, but you're allowing signs that say Cena sucks still remain in the building. So aren't you being a little bit hypocritical here? I mean, to me, I'm trying to understand what is the logic here in the WWE by doing all of this. And, to be quite honest with you, it doesn't make any sense. You pay whatever you pay to have your seat. You go to a show. If you got a sign, you should be able to show the sign, as long as it's not, with any kind of swearing on the sign or any kind of racism or anything like that. There should be no problem with you putting up a sign that says yes, yes, yes. Just like people are allowed to put up a sign that says Cena sucks. To me, you take away the yes signs, but you leave the Cena sucks signs up. The logic isn't there. I don't get it. WWE is trying to control too much as far as, people going to events. And let's face it, you keep on doing things like this for people going to events. Yeah, you may lose people saying, well, hell with this. If I can't go there and wear what I want to wear or bring a sign that I want to have, then I'm not going to go at all. But there'll always be somebody that will replace them. Don't get me wrong. But I think this is 2015. We're in a day and age where You pay good money for wrestling seats now. I mean, it wasn't like it was back in 1979 when I went to the Hartford Civic Center and Bob Backlund was champion. He faced the Magnificent Morocco. Tito Santana and Tony Gurria was there facing the tag team champions of Mr. Fuji and Mr. Saito. We paid $15 for front row seats, and we had a great time. Everybody was allowed to, bring any kind of fan they wanted. You could interact with the wrestlers while they were in the ring. Nowadays, you pay 10 times more of that for a seat, and you can't do anything. And the WWE is taking really the fans out of it. And I think this is really hurting the world of professional wrestling, especially for this promotion, the WWE, because it's coming to the point where, I don't want to say there's a word I want to say, but I don't want to say it. But it's almost like they want to control you as a fan, and they only want to let you say what you want to say, express what you want to express. And this is the United States of America. Like John Cena said, this is the greatest country in the world. This country has given us everything. And it's not the country itself that destroys itself. It's the people, the controlling people within. And as far as WWE goes, you need to lighten up. You complain and you cry. You don't understand why people don't like this certain superstar or that certain superstar. Give these fans the freedom to express themselves. And if you don't, you're going to still get the same as what you're getting now. And that's the issue there. So, the Mega WWE Rant by Peter Gilmore was an excellent, excellent rant on METALGOD669. And the video by Gemini talking about our fans just getting tired or burnt out over wrestling over the years. Check that out. The links to their channel are in the description box below. It is Thursday. It's March Madness Day. I've still yet to put up my video on March Madness because I've had other things here I really wanted to discuss that I thought, wrestling related, because these are wrestling channels that I wanted to, put up there. Like I said, I'm here to give you wrestling news. The rumors I sift through. And you can pretty much tell sometimes when rumors are really a little messed up. And I'm not just going to put up a rumor just for somebody to get views and make comments on. I try to establish a channel here that is legitimate, and I want people to come back. So I'm just not going to throw anything up like some other people do, although it makes them huge. But that's them. That's not me. That's not the Iceman. So, all right, guys. Peace out. Enjoy the tournament today. We got SmackDown tonight. I will say this, which is an interesting note. On SmackDown tonight, I'm not going to... Well, actually, I'm not going to say it because it might be sort of a spoiler. So, and I don't like giving out spoilers. I like to watch wrestling as it comes. I don't read spoilers, and I know there's a lot of people out there that do, and there's a lot of wrestling sites that like to give out the spoilers. There's a lot of YouTubers that like to give out the spoilers. I don't do that, and that's why sometimes I shy away from those particular channels and wrestling pages. So everybody enjoy your Thursday. We'll see y'all next time. This is the one and only Iceman, Jeffrey Rose, on the Iceman V2013 YouTube channel. Enjoy your Thursday, everybody.